Part 3, Ongoing Review of Goals and Roles. We've reviewed the different key documents and guidelines relevant to a strong school community. Now we'll spend a little bit of time making sure they are often revisited and updated to meet changing needs. Remember, continuous improvement is a building block of school community. Let's take a look at the indicator that is specific to the ongoing review of guidelines, key documents, and procedures. The school's key documents, parent involvement guidelines, mission statement, compact, homework guidelines, and classroom visit procedures are included in the school improvement plan and other official documents. In strong, rapidly improving schools, the school improvement plan is the dashboard of the school. It guides the teaching, learning, and leading process, addressing the what, when, where, who, why, and how improvement will occur, as well as measures what is working. It is consulted, updated, and referenced on a regular basis. Therefore, including the mission statement, compact, and homework guidelines within it ensures that they are updated regularly as well.
Because that's what we're all about. That's what we're all about. You know, the school improvement plan is for any member of the community could see it, any member of central office could see it, any member of the state of Illinois can go online and look, and they can see exactly what office is about, what we stand for, what drives instruction, and what, you know, why we're here. You know, everything is transparent. You know, that's why it's in there. Everything is transparent. You can see A through Z what we're about, you know, and how they align with instructional standards and how they align with, you know, instructional purposes. So that's why.
In addition to its inclusion in the school improvement plan, the compact, homework guidelines, and learning standards are routinely reviewed and discussed at faculty meetings as well. And lastly, schools must make time to review the compact with faculty and parents. This can be an ongoing discussion with time carved out at family nights, parent-teacher conferences, and through ongoing communication with parents and faculty through newsletters and email. This teacher is going to share how the compact is reviewed with faculty and parents at their school and the benefits that come from it. And then we'll hear from a principal of another school as well.
We have our school community compact that we sat down and explained to parents and the students at conferences. We also communicate expectations through beginning of the year, open house, curriculum night, little blurbs that I put in my newsletter, and my handbook that I send home at the beginning of the year. All of those kind of tying in together, explaining to parents what is expected of them to help make that connection between what's happening at school and what's happening at home. When I explained the compact to parents at conferences, I had already spoken to their child about it, and we had gone through the expectations together. Children then went home and had that conversation with their parents about the compact and what it meant and why it was important. And we just had time at conferences to break down each of the different bullet points and talk about anything that they had questions about, any expectation that they thought maybe they would need help with. We just went through it together and agreed as a team, parent, child, and student, that we could do all of those responsibilities. Well, I think accountability is huge, and I think when I hold myself accountable and to follow those expectations, that parents feel compelled to live up to their expectations as well. And it's also great for the students. You know, when I refer to that compact and say, this is how I'm doing, this is how I'm following the compact, and I refer to that often in terms of what they're doing in the classroom, and really just tie into, we've signed this, we've agreed to do this, and we need to stick to our plan.
We wanted it to be in a position where it kind of made a statement by the location of where the compact is. We believe it's important. We believe it shows shared ownership of learning between all the parties that are involved, and we wanted it to be in a prominent place where teachers would see it, where students would see it, where parents would see it when they came in and know that it's something that we feel is important and that we want everybody to be aware of and take ownership of. We've talked about it in staff meetings. We spent a lot of time when we were developing it, since it's relatively new. We didn't just write it up and put it out there. We spent time processing it through as a staff, getting providing opportunities, written, anonymous feedback, also opportunities in a meeting format. to get feedback and get that buy-in. But we've also talked about it at parent-teacher conferences. If we're working with a student and they're struggling, we might remind them, remember, this is my responsibility. This is your responsibility. And sometimes it can even be that conversation with the parents, even something as small as your child's attendance, saying, this is part of the parents' responsibilities to make sure your child is in school regularly so that we can do our job and the students can do their job. So having that be a part of our conversations. Also, like I said, at the curriculum nights, we shared that. We handed them out at the ice cream social, just continuing to bring it up and reinforce that it's important and that we believe in it and that we have ownership of our part as well. And I think that really takes the walls down with parents and students when you're talking with them to say, here are our responsibilities. We certainly have a part in this, but we're working together.
Did you pick up on these key words used to reference the compact? Agreement, connections, accountability, shared ownership, prominence, opportunities, expectations, responsibilities, conversation, reinforcement, and working together? Making the time to communicate the compact can bring all of these positive terms alive in your school community. This concludes Module 2 of the School Community course. In the next module, we'll move into the implementation of these key documents, how we communicate, educate, and connect with our school community. See you there!